Morgantown, West Virginia, home to the Mountaineers and a fan base that has been, shall we say, preparing since early in the morning for the battle we have in store. What a showdown we have in store. A couple of Big 12 teams squaring off in what could prove to be a huge game. As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the Iowa State Cyclones, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the West Virginia Mountaineers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Cyclones will kick it away first. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So West Virginia's offense will start this game off. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
Wants to throw on first down. Quickly complete. When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so much better. So, David, big challenge here to make sure mentally your mind is right starting the season off today.
Yeah, I mean, to make your dreams come true, it starts one game at a time, the old cliche. But the Big 12, year in and year out, so many different teams that can beat you, so many different teams that can put points up on the scoreboard. Got to start fast in Big 12 play.
It'll be a run on 3rd and short. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Mountaineers will line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. So Iowa State's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And we didn't hear much from this impactful receiver last week. Very, very quiet. And Jesse, you know he's itching to make a play.
Yeah, I think it was a variety of reasons, too, why he wasn't that big of a part of the offense last week. Got to give the defense credit. Did a great job in coverage. There were some drops, and the quarterback missed him a little bit. I know the quarterback's going to try to get him involved earlier in this football game, so expect play calls going his way, I think, early in this one.
Yeah, he's too good not to be a part of the game plan. Last week was a blip. Like that's not going to happen again. I think this offense knows that. Talking to him this week, they'll find creative ways. They're going to try to do it early. Like, he is their guy. He's the guy they're going to focus on for that big play, that big playmaker out wide that can really turn small plays into big ones.
Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The Cyclones will snap it on 1st and 10. Unloads it left. Fired in there, but incomplete.
Yeah, you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong, but sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
Dropping back, it's awesome. caught in the backfield. It's Gibbs. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. And the Cyclones have this offense rolling. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Snagged out of the air. There he goes. Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Moves around to clear up the vision. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well. Under the ball.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Quarterback making adjustments. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, a good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. A strike downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside, defense.
So the offense will decline that penalty after the big play. They've really controlled the ball on this drive, and the penalty gives them another 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Now the play fake. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And it's hard to imagine starting a game any better than this defense has. 2 sacks on the opening drive of the game. Something that they pride themselves on. If they get you in these types of situations, they can pin their ears back and get after. They've got multiple guys that can be a factor when it comes to rushing the quarterback. You're seeing that very early here in this game.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Oh, the attempt is no good. After the miss, no change in the score. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. New set of downs after the completion. They'll try the run. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. It's complete. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Pass completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. Line gets set, 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Shoots it to the left. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Gets it to him on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. And the Mountaineers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. Intercepted. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. First play of the period, first down here. The hand to the running back. Breaks into the open. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. To the air, it's Awesome. Catch in the middle, it's Struck. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. 3rd down coming in the Morgantown faithful, making it tough on this big play. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Neutral zone is on action. Defense.
The offense moved, but it was because the defender jumped into the neutral zone, and the offense will pick up the 5. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Gonna look downfield again. Here comes the heat. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Finds his tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Fires to the big fella. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. The Cyclones come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. They make the stop as he gets it inside the 30 to the 28, a gain of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Cyclones! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Going right to work up top. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. The Mountaineers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Lofts one high and deep. He's got it inside the 30. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24. Barely time to catch our breath after that one, and they've got it 1st and 10, threatening just outside the red zone. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field. And that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Oh, they're after him. Complete. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field.
And I think if I'm a QB, I like the decision. I get it to my running back who's...
Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. And the Mountaineers are marching down the field, trying to bully their way in. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. The running game has not been the answer on the last 2 plays. What can they dial up on 3rd and goal? Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Mountaineers!
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now, and I'm using my athleticism, and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the 1st half. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's awesome. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw on 1st down. Safe completion on the screen. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. And the Cyclones moving quickly to the line. Off the play fake on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. The Cyclones come to the line with a new set of downs.
Out routes are very much about timing. It's got to be a quick, decisive movement from the quarterback. As soon as he sticks that foot in the ground, you know he's breaking out. Throw it right now so he can go make you a play. Great pitch, great catch.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Just keep slinging it. Throws to the tight end. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Defense way too anxious there, and they just hand them a first down with a penalty. The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. That's the last thing this defense needed, a penalty to keep the drive moving. It's 1st and 10. The short hands, it's locked. Oh, he's got some space. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa State.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Lost their throw. He's working against the clock. Hauls it in. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. Makes the grab on the left. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Bryant. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Makes the tackle at the 27. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, this matchup on that field there in Morgantown, sign me up for another half. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick your poison kind of player. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Mountaineer Field.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. We are just about ready to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Iowa State sending the offense nice lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Just a short pass to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. And now on second down for this offense. The inside handoff. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
To the air. It's awesome. Here's the pressure. And the third down pass is incomplete. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, it just didn't work. The way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. The Mountaineers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Got his man on the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Mountaineers will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it first and 10 at the 50. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. Rides the back on the option to give. Found a little running room, and they get him stopped after a pickup of 6 to the 32. And the Cyclones can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Nice run there, picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds. The Cyclones with the first and 10. From the gun, give on the inside. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Didn't get much on first down. It's second and 9. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. A safe call on the wide receiver screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And what a job by the defense, seeing the quarterback throw the football, break on the football, no space allowed. As soon as he catches it, defender meet ball carrier and gets him on the ground.
Working that left side now. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved a touchdown.
I love that from this offense. 3 is good. You're in field goal range, but now we're set up with 1st and goal because of great third down execution by this offense. Stay aggressive. Even when you get in this part of the field, when everything shrinks and gets a little bit harder, you still want to be aggressive.
He's got him in the flat. Touchdown, Cyclones! A great catch and run for 6. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Nice job getting down at the 35. 1st down and 10.
First down, West Virginia.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Wide open downfield. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game, mark it at the 47. The Mountaineers look to keep this drive humming. Wants to throw again. They're setting up the screen, and this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, the offense trying to get the screen pass to the running back and get him out into space to do some damage, but the defense not having it. No gain on that play.
Nice catch along the sidelines, but they get nothing out of it.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got it in the middle, it's Bryant. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this 3rd period with a big play. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They go back to work with the 1st down in the final period of this one. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he's stopped at the 18. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. He's got the tight end. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing it.
Makes a man miss. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the 1st down. And after yet another 3rd down conversion, they've got it 1st and goal. The snap sets up to throw. Touchdown, West Virginia! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. Well, how about that? And after that touchdown, he might have a finish after all, Jesse.
I love it, Reese, and this team is not quitting. Yeah, they're down on the scoreboard right now, but they are clawing and they are scratching their way back in this game. They're going to keep going hard until this clock reads all 0.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. State sending the offense back out. He's got it. And he's brought down after a nice game.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. You can feel the Mountaineer spirit rising, reverberating across the field on this big 3rd down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
He couldn't find much running room there, didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Puts it out of the air. And he's brought down after a nice gain. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone, too. If you can find the soft spot, the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield. We saw that right there.
And the Mountaineers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They're going back to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on 3rd down from the 45. The throw. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple of games.
Punt is in the air. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Brought down at the 21, but a really big play there to pick up 10. Ball spotted at the 21. It's 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
And the running back there did everything that he's coached to do, right? They've got the lead late in this game. You've got to stay in bounds. You're finding yards. It's a positive run, but you're not going out of bounds. Really well done.
And the Cyclones come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. He's got it again. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
Well, they only needed 1 yard, so no mystery there. Turn around, hand it off, and he finds a way to get it.
Leaves it with the running back. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver comes in motion. Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. That's caught. It's Luck. Turning it on. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Cyclones have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Give to the running back. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Cyclones have it with a 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
The Cyclones with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. 3rd down coming, and the Morgantown faithful making it tough on this big play. Surging forward on the sneak. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays